Are you looking to stay in one of Thailand's best resorts without completely breaking the bank? Well, this hotel behind me was used as one of the filming locations for the White Lotus Season 3, which focused on luxury travel in Thailand. Well, as a fan of the White Lotus Season 3, I wanted to experience some of the finest hotels that Thailand has to offer. But when I went looking for their filming locations, what I found out was some of the prices were absolutely shocking, with some rooms costing up to $2,000 per night. In this video, I'll show you how I found this resort, which is the cheapest of all the filming locations that were used for the White Lotus Season 3. I'll also show you why, despite being the cheapest, it's actually one of the best locations to choose from. And finally, I'll give you the tips that I use to get the best deals on hotels in Thailand. But first of all, let's take a look at why this hotel was used as the iconic filming location for the show. As soon as it was announced that the White Lotus was going to be filming in Thailand, there was one Thai hotel brand that I knew would have to be involved. This brand's hotels are not just famous for the high quality service and the luxury hotels that would be the perfect fit for the show anyway, they're also known for their beautiful architecture that incorporates elements of Thai culture and scenery into the design of their hotels, making them some of the most beautiful in the country. In fact, if you've watched season 3 of the show, you'll recognize some of these stunning landmarks throughout the resort. Like the garden pavilions with their curved roofs that resemble Lana-style Thai temples, the beautifully decorated spa area, as well as the stunning entrance to the hotel that was used in the show. But perhaps the most iconic area of the hotel is the stunning lily pad gardens that runs through it, which was used in multiple scenes throughout the show. Plus, whilst it wasn't actually featured in the show that much, I'm sure the cast and crew enjoyed unwinding on one of Samoi's best beaches and their beachside swimming pool after filming. But despite being the cheapest option available, this hotel has an advantage over all the other hotels that are used as filming locations. Let's take a look at the biggest advantage of staying here. If you compare this resort to some of Thailand's most luxurious hotels, two things immediately stand out. First, the price. I'll break down the cost later, but even compared to the other White Lotus filming spots on Samui, this one is a fraction of the cost. Take the Four Seasons Koh Samui, the main filming location. It's nearly $2,000 per night, but that price comes with a different kind of cost also. It's tucked away in a quiet corner of the island, far away from Samui's best nightlife, restaurants and cultural spots. And it's not alone. Resorts like the Six Senses and others follow the same formula. Beautiful, yes, but secluded on private beaches where the only nightlife is the minibar. But this resort is the total opposite. It's not only on one of the best beaches in Koh Samui, it's also just a short walk away from one of the island's most exciting areas. Step outside and you're greeted by wide ocean views with Koh Phangan floating in the distance. The beach itself has a natural, unspoiled vibe, no wall-to-wall resorts, and in the evening you can actually watch the sunset behind the mountains. This is Boput Beach, and while it's stunning, its biggest perk is what's right behind it. One of the coolest and classiest nightlife strips in the country. Fisherman's Village might sound like a sleepy port, but it's actually home to one of the best nightlife spots in Thailand, as it's a strip of Samoi's finest bars and restaurants all along the beachfront. One of the highlights is Coco Tams, which is home to the biggest and best fire shows in Thailand, and a few nights a week, the entire area transforms into a buzzing night market that serves a variety of street food and locally made handicraft goods. Whereas many night markets in Thailand all sell the same tacky, mass-produced crap, I found this market to have some actually interesting and beautifully made items. What's even better is there were some really cool cocktail bar stands selling cocktails for just 99 baht, showing that even though you're staying in a luxury resort, you don't have to spend a lot to enjoy yourself. So where am I and why should you stay here? Well, I'm at the Anantara Boput Resort in Koh Samui, and already just a few days in, this is definitely one of the best resorts that I've ever stayed in. The Anantara is a Thai brand of hotel, which is why you can get good deals on the hotels here. It's also much cheaper than some of the other branded resorts, like I mentioned, that were used as either filming locations like the Rosewood or Mandarin Oriental. We ended up paying just over $300 per night for a room, but that's because we got an extra person in there. My mother-in-law is staying with us right now, so we got 4 people in the bedroom, and it could have been done for under $300 for if it was just the 2 of us. Now, I know that's not cheap. I know for some people that's definitely more than they would usually pay on a hotel. But if you want to stay somewhere like this, these are the prices that you can expect to be paying, and in fact, this is cheaper than most available places. So, is it actually worth it to stay in a hotel like this? Well, it kind of depends. To be perfectly honest with you, I never used to stay in places like this when I was first traveling around Thailand. And to be honest, I was happy with the cheapest available place, close to a few bars. However, my lifestyle has changed a little bit now, especially now I'm traveling with a baby girl. I really find it useful to be in a place that's just that little bit nicer and knowing that you're going to be taken care of. For example, when we arrived here, they were late to check in, and so they just kind of gave us a meal and made sure we had everything we need. We got free drinks. Just knowing as soon as we arrived, people were going to come and take our luggage, which that just gets a lot trickier now that I'm traveling with a baby girl. And whilst I've had some excellent time staying in cheap party hostels, and you don't necessarily need to spend hundreds of dollars on hotels, I've just found it really kind of enhances my experience when traveling around Thailand. In fact, the night before, to save a bit of money, we stayed in a cheaper hotel because we arrived late. And we checked in and the room was fine, the beach was fine, but there was kind of a smell coming from the drain, which kind of made it a bit difficult to sleep at night. And I just know when I stay in somewhere like this, there's going to be none of that. And if there is, it can be taken care of immediately. So what are some simple tips to save big on a hotel like this? Well, I see a lot of debate online about when is the best time to book. Some people say it's better to wait till the last minute to get good deals. Some people say to book in advance. I'm a Thailand travel agent. I've been booking hotels for the last couple of years for people. And if there's one thing I found, it's definitely better to book in advance. Ideally, 6 months before is going to be when the best available deals are. If you wait till the last minute, one, you're risking the risk of rooms booking up. But I've yet to see prices drop significantly in the days or weeks leading up to the travel date. So booking in advance is definitely a must. In general, it's better not to travel to places like Phuket and Samui. I know I'm in Koh Samui right now, just simply because they seem to have the highest prices and just the real estate in those places is more expensive. Therefore, the highest priced hotels are in Koh Samui and Phuket. If you're looking for the best deals in Thailand on luxury resorts, I would recommend traveling to the north of Thailand where things are just a little bit cheaper and therefore there's just cheaper resorts. You should also avoid major branded hotels because they generally have the higher prices because they got the brand behind them. Now, Anantara that I'm staying in here is a branded hotel. It's part of the Minor Hotels group. However, it's one of the lesser known ones and it's kind of focused in Asia and Southeast Asia, although it does have branches around the world now, which is why you're going to get a better deal on a hotel like this. You should also avoid traveling during major Thai holidays or around Christmas and New Year. Christmas and New Year is generally the most expensive period to travel and things book up quickly and in advance. If you're traveling around a major Thai holiday like Songkran or Loi Krathong, for example, make sure you also book that in advance because things will book up quickly and the prices is just baked in. So the price is going to be automatically higher even if you do book in advance. So avoiding Thai holidays is another must. But staying in this resort was just one part of my trip to Koh Samui. Watch this video here to find out the 21 things I wish I knew before visiting Koh Samui. So you can find out what it actually costs to visit the island, the biggest mistakes you can make when visiting, as well as the best beaches, bars and boat trips to take from one of Thailand's best islands.